When you do something, you don't get over it. It's going to stay with you and make space in your head.
First at 10, a man says he shot and killed a man in self-defense today in East Tulsa. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Lori Fulbright.
And I'm Jonathan Cooper. Charles Berry says the man was beating him with a baseball bat. He tells News on 6's Chloe Abbott he had no other option but to shoot in an interview you'll only see on 6. Chloe?
Jonathan and Lori, Charles Berry got emotional and told me he'll be shaken up for a while after this, but he's thankful he was able to defend himself. Charles Berry was working on his cars in his driveway when a man he's seen many times started walking toward Berry with a baseball bat.
And he's going to teach me a lesson.
Berry says he's seen the man around the neighborhood. Berry says the man was homeless with mental health problems, but Berry always tried to show him kindness.
I bought him dinner a couple of days ago.
So Berry was not only scared but shocked when the man hit Berry in the face. He says it broke the bat in two.
He was going to hit me again. I couldn't believe I didn't pass out or something, because he hit me real hard.
Berry says he grabbed his gun and shot the man once, then tried to help him.
Was walking away slowly, wasn't saying nothing, wasn't responding. And he fell over in the next driveway. And I bought him that blanket and an ice pack.
Berry says he yelled for someone to call 911, then ran into the house and called his wife.
I told her I loved her. I said, I probably won't be home tonight, if ever. Because I don't know what's going to go on. But I did what I had to do.
After Berry talked to police and they reviewed camera footage, Berry was released and allowed to return home. Berry says he will never get over what happened.
I should be embarrassed of what happened. You're not supposed to kill, but you got to do certain things in life. And it wasn't my choice. Anybody thinks I enjoyed it, they're dead wrong.
Jonathan, Tulsa police say they will turn over their findings of the investigation to the district attorney, who will decide whether to file charges.
All right, Chloe Abbott live for us at Tulsa Police Headquarters. Chloe, thank you.
Virginia, a woman in Prince William County is recovering this morning after being shot last night. This happened near Tazanari Way in Woodbridge around 7:30. Officers say the woman was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police say a suspect was arrested. They tell us that person and the woman knew each other.
Saturday night, a chaotic scene unfolded at JoJo's truck stop in Marshall County. Marshall County Sheriff Kenny Dickerson says two men started shooting at each other outside the business Saturday. Tara Baldwin, who works at JoJo's truck stop, described the deadly shootout to WREG.
And he came walking in to get his food. He had his baby with him. He got her a popsicle. They were on their way outside. They had just put the baby in the car, and that's when the other people had pulled up in the car.
Baldwin says the victim's young daughter witnessed her father's final moments.
That baby was sitting there saying, her daddy's dead, and she seen her daddy die. And there's no way she'll never gonna forget something like that. That's always gonna be with her. It's sad what people are doing these days.
After the shooting happened, Baldwin tells WREG witnesses and her 19-year-old daughter did what they could to save the man's life. She says her daughter also moved the loaded gun at the scene. However, the Marshall County Sheriff's Office tells your news leader those actions led to her arrest.
She had got the gun and gave it to an adult. And the only thing, they got her detained because they said she was tampering with evidence. And it's not that she was tampering with evidence. She was just making sure that that gun was not picked up and no more rounds out of that gun was fired.
Two other people were arrested for tampering with the crime scene after the fact. Baldwin says her daughter is almost 6 months pregnant. She's hoping she will be released soon. In the meantime, she's praying for the loved ones affected by this deadly shooting.
It was a good man that lost his life, and a good father, a good husband. I mean, he did what he could for his family, and he would do anything for anybody around this town.
Reporting from Marshall County, for your news leader, Raven Copeland, WREG News Channel 3.
Tonight, we're speaking to the father of the teen shot by a homeowner in Spanish Fort. Police say a 17 15-year-old boy allegedly broke into a home Saturday morning. The homeowner shot him once. Tonight, he's in the ICU at University Hospital. Now, the boy's father is sharing his account of what happened and is asking the public to remember there are two sides to every story. It was a night with friends gone terribly wrong. Police say early Saturday morning, a 17-year-old boy broke into a home on Case and Trace in Spanish Fort. Investigators say the homeowner's wife was jolted awake by a loud sound. Police say she woke her husband, who then grabbed a pistol and shot the teen once in the abdomen. The homeowner called 911. Officers arrived on scene, treated the boy, and he was airlifted to University Hospital. Tonight, he's in critical but stable condition.
You have a husband and wife, 3 kids. They were asleep in their house. You know, your house is kind of your castle. The wife awakens to, shattering glass. I mean, what a scary situation it is. But you also have the tragedy. It's a 17-year-old kid.
Spanish Fort Police Chief John Barber says the teen appeared to have forced his way inside through the front window. The chief says earlier that night, the teen was at his friend's house on the same street. It's still unclear as to why he entered the other house, but the chief says he seemed under the influence.
We believe he was under the influence of some kind of substance. We're not sure exactly what all that could be.
But tonight, the teen's father is sharing his account of what happened. He stepped away from his son's bedside for a few moments to talk to me.
They took the ventilator out. His lung were reinflated, but he was hitting several different spots. His pancreas, his liver, his stomach, his spleen.
The boy's father says once his son woke up in the hospital, this is all he could recall.
He remembers going to his friend's house. He remembers drinking. He remembers leaving in his friend's car to go pick up another friend, and then he doesn't remember anything else.
The teen's dad says he thinks his son walked to the wrong house, thinking it was his friend's house.
It's my thoughts and beliefs he was going to look in the window or going to open his friend's window and fell through it. I don't believe he would ever break into someone's home.
He says while he doesn't condone his son's actions of underage drinking, he's convinced he wouldn't intentionally break into someone's home.
And I do believe a 17-year-old boy will go to someone's house and drink, but I know my son, and everyone that knows my son, even his friends that were there, know that he wouldn't do that. I feel he was drunk and he's confused and he thought he was at his friend's house and he wasn't.
And the teen's dad wants to add his son does not have a criminal record. Investigators say they're still trying to flesh out what exactly happened that night, and charges for the teen are forthcoming. This case will be presented to a grand jury next.
If the criminal does not fear the police, a judge, or prison, he must be taught to fear his victims.